Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're in a good condition. Now, my partner and I would like to present you about independent learning. First of all, let me introduce our group member. First, Ida Ayu Putu Nila Rusmayanti. Second, Nila Candra Dewi. Third, Polo Jumita Sari Panjaitan. And the last, Stevani Emanuella Milala. There are four main topics that will be discussed in this presentation. The first, definition and purpose of independent learning. Second, the program of independent learning. Third, the policy of independent learning. And the last, the impact, advantage, and disadvantage of independent learning. For the first material will be explained by my partner, Stevani. Stevani, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the time. In this occasion, I would like to explain about definition and purpose of independent learning. So, for the first, definition of independent learning. Independent learning is a new policy program for Kemendikbud RI. Independent learning is the beginning of the idea to improve Indonesia's national education system that seems monotone. Independent learning was created as an effort to create a learning environment that is free for expression, free from various obstacles, and especially psychological pressure. Next, independent campus. Independent campus is a concept that allows college students to gain the independence of study in college. Independent campus provides an opportunity to improve abilities according to their interests and talents. In this program, it aims to prepare them for work after graduating from university. Next, the purpose of independent learning. Independent learning is a form of educational program that aims to create a better learning situation by changing the orientation of learning model from expert-centered learning to work-based learning. The goal is to realize success in the learning process and produce the better human resources. Okay, that's all from me. For the next material, we'll continue by my friends Nila. For Nila, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the time that given to me. Now, I would like to continue the material about the program of independent learning and independent campus. The first one is student exchange. Student exchange are held to form some student attitudes to appreciate the diversity of cultures, views, religions, and beliefs, as well as other people's original opinions and findings, and work together and have social sensitivity and concern to society and the environment. The existence of the student exchange program can make students understand the existing cultural differences and can gain many relationships from this program. The second one is internship or practice. Internship is a process to apply the knowledge or competencies gained during the education period. With the internship program, can provide sufficient experience to students, can get direct learning in the workplace. During the internship, students will gain hard skills and soft skills. The third one is teaching assistant in education unit. Learning activities in the form of teaching assistants are carried out by students in educational units such as elementary school, middle, and high schools. The purpose of this activity is provide opportunities for students who have an interest in the field of education to participate in teaching and deepening their knowledge by becoming a teacher in the education unit. The second one is assist in increasing the distribution of education quality as well as the relevance of primary and secondary education to higher education and the times. Next. The fourth is research. Through research, students can develop critical thinking, something that is very much needed for various scientific groups at the higher education level. With the ability to think critically, students will be able to explore, understand, and be able to do research methods better. And for the last program is campus teaching. Campus teaching is a part of the independent learning and independent campus, which aims to provide opportunities for students to learn and develop themselves through activities outside the classroom. With this teaching campus, students can help improve literacy and numeracy skills at schools. Okay, that's all about the program of independent learning and independent campus. For the next material, we'll be continue with Eka. Eka, time is yours.
Okay, thanks for the time. My name is Eka, and now I would like to present you about the policy of independent learning, independent campus. There are four main points on policy of independent learning. First, opening of new study program. Second, legal entity state universities. Third, higher education institution accreditation system. And the last, the right to study 3 semesters outside core study program. Now, look at the first policy. Opening of new study program. The autonomy for the establishment of new study program will later be given if a PTN or PTS has accredited A or B. Nadim continued that the autonomy right is given if it has collaborated with organizations or universities that are included in the KS Top 100 World Universities. In the establishment of this policy, there are exceptions to the education program and also the health sector. Second, higher education institution accreditation system. This policy is related to the re-accreditation program, which is basically automatic for all ranks and is also voluntary for universities. Basically, in the implementation of an independent campus, in the future accreditation will remain valid for 5 years and can be renewed automatically. The existence of an accreditation A will be given to each university, which will be able to successfully get international accreditation. Third, legal entity state universities. This change was made by changing the PTN sector to PTN-BH or state university with legal entity strength. The change made to the implementation of the independent campus were due to the current demands that were moving very quickly. PTN-BH will later be owned by all campuses so that they can compete on the world stage. And last, the right to study 3 semesters outside core study program. Existence of an independent campus policy that gives flexibility to students to carry out activities outside of the classroom will encourage them to be independent. A campus that provides flexibility to students for activities outside the classroom will help them better know the application of their knowledge in field of work. This will help students to be better prepared to face the world work, which is currently increasingly difficult. Okay, that's all from me. For the next material will be explained by Polo. Polo, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for Eka for the time. Now let's move to the next material. The next material is the impact of independent learning. For the impact of independent learning, for the first, the UN or the UN was abolished and replaced with AKM. That means that the literature was reduced as well as numeracy, but it was replaced by analyzing and strengthening the concept of numeracy. For the second is the zoning system. This has a very big impact on students because students who have very far zoning do not have the opportunity to go to a better school and vice versa. Students also get the right to go to school in their place of residence. For the third is, there is a character survey. This requires that our students have a good character. And for the fourth is learning outside the classroom. This depends on the teacher who teaches the effectiveness of learning. For the last is USBN. This is give weakness to students because it will reduce activity in an achievement. Okay. For the next material is the advantage. Next, for the next material is the advantage of independent learning on or independent campus. For the first is making the word of lecture more flexible. The main purpose of the independent learning program is to release the circulars of the campus so that it is easier to move. For the second is provide opportunities for students to explore the studies taken. Students are taught to go deeper into the subject in the study they are taking. And when students are able to explore the courses taken, it will bring students more advantage. For the third is provide a form for students to enter the community. It means considered able to accommodate students to become more competent students and have good experience. For the last is can people to plug in the world of work. It means students are expected to be able to adapt themselves in an off-campus environment with the aim of setting an example for the work life that will be experienced later. Okay, next. For the last material is disadvantage of independent learning, independent campus. For the disadvantage is The first is lack of preparations. For example, there are still many students who have not been able to balance this free learning. For the second is education and teaching are still weak. Before the existence of independent learning, the teaching that was carried out was still relatively weak. That's it. And for the last is lack of knowledge of tech. It means students and teachers are less able to master technology. Okay, that's clear for me, and I will return to the moderator. Moderator, time is yours.
Okay, guys, that's all about independent learning and independent campus. I hope you all understand about the material that we explained to you. Thank you so much for your attention and see you